What's going on, guys, and welcome back to another park here on our road trip. This is Kentucky Kingdom in Louisville, Kentucky. Woo! First time for you guys.
I've never been here and it's so weird. Driving in here was so weird.
We drove through the park.
It's so weird. There's a road going through the park and we were driving on it. We were right up against Lightning Run. It was so weird.
We'll explain later how that works.
I'm really excited to be here. It will be fun.
Seems like very weird vibes. I'm intrigued to go in.
Intrigued to check it out. I've heard they have a lot of amazing coasters, so I'm excited.
Actually, only a lineup of 5 coasters, so they don't have the quantity, but the quality here is incredible. They have a very nice lineup. Also, lots of flat rides. Of course, we're not super into flat rides, so we won't be checking out too many of those. But yeah, I'm really excited to get back on Storm Chaser. A big contributing factor as to why I was so excited to get back to this park on this trip was because last time I went to Kentucky Kingdom in 2022, I was very disappointed by how Storm Chaser was running. I went on a very rainy, dreary day, and it just was not the RMC I was expecting. Lightning Run, on the other hand, I really enjoyed. Kentucky Flyer was not open, so I didn't get to ride that, and that'll be a new credit for me. As well as their kiddie coaster, Roller Skater, that's also a new coaster for me. And then lastly, Thunder Run, also a pretty fun wooden coaster. I'm looking forward to getting back on that. But this park has a very complex history, opening in 1987 originally. I believe it started as an independent park. At one point, it was Six Flags Kentucky Kingdom. That's right, Six Flags literally owned this park. Most famously, it was standing but not operating from 2010 to 2014, and everyone thought that this park was donezo. But then Hirsch and Family Entertainment picked it up, and that was very recent. This is the same owners as Dollywood, Silver Dollar City, Wild Adventures, really awesome operator of theme parks, and from what I've heard, they poured a lot of investment into this place, making it look really nice. Lots of new events throughout the year, new food options, like they have cinnamon bread here, which I can't wait to try. And yeah, hopefully operations have improved over time as well. So I'm really looking forward to getting in here. And before we dive in, I want to give a special thanks to Kentucky Kingdom for providing us with complimentary admission today. And they're also doing something really cool that not many parks do for us. At the end of our visit today, they're actually allowing us to stay after hours to do some filming on the coasters. Therefore, if the lighting looks a little different when we actually show the POVs throughout the video, because we're going to sync it with our reactions and things like that, that's why. We're doing it after the park is closed when there's no one else in the park. But yeah, it's gonna be really cool. I'm really looking forward to it. And yeah, Kentucky Kingdom, let's do it.
Go!
Let's head on in. I've always been such a fan of this entryway. Kentucky Kingdom, got the American flags at the top, and you got the fountains. It's absolutely so iconic. And you got that giant Ferris wheel in the back, which I do hope to ride today because I really enjoy Ferris wheels, especially ones that big. Man, I can't wait to be back at Kentucky Kingdom. So surreal. First ride of the day is going to be the legendary Lightning Run, which opened in 2014, and it's well known for being the first and still the only operating Chance Rides Hyper GTX coaster in the world. And what that means is Chance basically had the idea to put hypercoaster-like elements and airtime on a very small coaster. So this only stands 100 feet tall, but it packs in some wild, wild moments. This is actually one of the coasters that was introduced to the park when it reopened from being standing but not operating, and it is an absolute joy to ride this. I adore this coaster, so I cannot wait to do it. And I'm really intrigued too. There's another Hyper GTX opening up in Arizona next year. That one's going to be a very different layout and have a launch, so I'm curious to see how that compares to this. But for now, this is the only one out there, and let's get a ride.
You guys are all clear. Enjoy your ride.
Woo!
Woo! Oh man, Lightning Run! My favorite coaster at Kentucky Kingdom. This ride is so good. Only 100 feet tall, but the airtime this packs in is unbelievable. Here we go! Whoa! Whoa! Yes! Woo! Yeah! Whoa! Oh, nice! I love this part! Whoa!
That's so fun!
Finale! Woo! Woo! Oh, man! Wow, that kicks so much ass. I'll tell you what, that did not disappoint after getting a re-ride. That coaster is out of this world for its size. Absolutely loaded with ejector airtime, incredible pacing, as smooth as a coaster can get. It's phenomenal, and more parks should buy this model. I have no idea why it hasn't sold more. It's incredible.
Bro, that thing has no flaws. That was amazing. Like, it's actually so impressive how they managed to make such an amazing ride in such a small footprint with such a short height.
Scale.
Like, it's crazy.
It packs in so much, and it's so smooth, so much airtime.
I grayed out so much. I got so much.
Out?
Yes.
You grayed out?
Yes. I don't. Maybe I'm dehydrated. I don't know, but I did. And the airtime was crazy. The whip, everything. It was so smooth. Everything.
That's crazy. It was so good. That's such a good ride.
I knew you guys would love it. It's right up your alley, huh?
It's so good.
Yeah, it's fantastic, that ride. Incredible. We're gonna head to the Bluegrass Bakery now to get some cinnamon bread. So this is pretty new to Kentucky Kingdom, but yeah, it obviously comes from Dollywood and Silver Dollar City where it's been so successful, so they decided to bring it over here. And this little bakery is so cute. Look at it. And the benefit of getting cinnamon bread at Kentucky Kingdom is you don't have to wait 30 minutes like at Dollywood. Fantastic. And of course you got to get the apple butter icing. It's absolutely fantastic. I remember getting that at Dollywood and thinking it was incredible. You just pour it on. Oh man, I am spoiling myself today. Obviously it is pretty expensive. It's like 13 bucks for this little thing, but it is something you got to do when you come here. It's to die for. All right, huge bite. You gotta be kidding me right now. Dude. It's like one of the rare like theme park foods that absolutely lives up to the hype for me. Like, oh my god, it's so good. It's kind of hard to pull apart though. You gotta get some with the apple butter too. Yeah. It's really good.
It's so sweet though.
Yeah, it is very sweet. Not for everyone, but I love this stuff. And just from this, you can see how strange this park's layout is. It's infamously known for just having a very bizarre park layout because what happens is you can actually cross the road and the park is split in half by that. So this is just the crosswalk. It's right by the Vekoma Junior coaster, but you can also take a bridge out by Lightning Run and that takes you closer to the water park stuff and Kentucky Flyer. But yeah, it's very strange. Isn't that so weird? We just like walked out the park to walk into the park.
No, I did not know it was just like a crosswalk. I at least thought it was a bridge.
Well, there is a bridge. You can take either.
Yeah, but that was so weird. We just like walked across the road.
And here it is. We're about to get a ride on Storm Chaser, which is an RMC hybrid iBox coaster from 2016. And this ride gets some pretty incredible reviews. Now, last time I came, this was actually a surprisingly disappointing RMC, and I still rank it to this day towards the bottom of my RMC list. But that could just be because of the weather that day and how it was running. We couldn't even get a full load on the thing. So now that it's a little bit busier, I'm hoping that it's running faster and that I like it a lot more. And I think I will, but let's see. Yeah! It's so funny not seeing anyone else on the train. It's just Zen ride. Oh, damn. It feels like we like own this coaster and it's in our backyard. Oh, it's so cool. It's such an awesome opportunity. Whoa! Whoa! Oh! Wow! Oh my gosh, it's so slow. It's so slow with just us on the train. Oh wow. All right, well, we just got off of Storm Chaser, and I have to say, my opinion on that really did not change at all. It was exactly as I remember. It's definitely one of the weakest RMCs in my opinion. I don't know why people hype that up to be absolutely incredible. Now, we're looking at the ride on its own. It's still an excellent coaster, absolutely fantastic, but I think for me, Lightning Run is still the best ride in this park. That said, there's lots of great airtime on this. The inversions are fun. Not my favorite. I don't care so much for the RMC inversions, but they're enjoyable. The Trick Track Double Up is easily the highlight of the ride. I really enjoy that. powerful ejector airtime twisting. But yeah, the ride's a little short. It doesn't run as iconic as everyone makes it out to be, I feel like. It's a very good ride, definitely a strong second place for this park. Hell, if this was at any other park, it would probably be the best coaster there. But yeah, in my opinion, it's really just not an elite coaster. Like a lot of people say, it's a very good one, not an elite one.
Yeah, it's probably like the weakest of the RMC boxes I've done. It's kind of like slow, and there's like not, I don't know, there's just not much to it. Like
to separate it from other RMCs?
Yeah, like
I
it just
completely agree. It's very much
it's a
not
generic
unique.
RMC.
It's very generic.
It's still a good ride. It's still an RMC. I'm not saying it's bad at all. And it's a good fit at this park and everything. It just didn't blow me away. But it's still good. It's still good.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was like pretty mid, to be honest. Probably the weakest RMC iBox that I've ridden. Like they were saying, it was running pretty slow and a little sluggish. I mean, you know, it's still like a good ride. Really good ride.
For me, that's always how it's run. So people that say like it runs psychotic, like it's been running all day. Keep in mind, we were at Kings Island a little bit earlier.
It's hot.
It's hot. It's full load. Like there's no reason it should not be running at peak potential. So as far as I'm concerned, people do overrate this.
I agree.
Yeah, but it's still good.
It's very good. Lightning Run is the best coaster in this park, though.
Yeah.
Like easily, in my opinion.
Yeah,
not even close. All right, well, I really enjoyed that ride on Storm Chaser. We're gonna head on to Thunder Run next, which is a Din Corporation wooden roller coaster. Now, if that turns you off because you're thinking Din sucks, they make terrible rides, well, actually, Kentucky Kingdom's been maintaining this one very well. It has a fun layout. It's a surprisingly enjoyable ride. So I'm looking forward to getting on this. Should be a good time. Also, something a little weird about Kentucky Kingdom is they love theming their rides to inclement weather. Like you have Thunder Run, you have Lightning Run, and you have Storm Chaser, yet none of these rides actually run in inclement weather, which is kind of hilarious. Off we go on Thunder Run. Woo! Nice wooden coaster from Din. This should be fun on the front. Oh, nice view. Just got off of Thunder Run, which is a pretty good wooden coaster. I do like it. I don't find it to be too rough, but to me the profiling is very interesting. I mean, it is a Din coaster, so you kind of got to expect that. If you're an enthusiast, at least. The GP, have no idea. But yeah, like some of those turns like start wide and then they get so compact and you're blasted with positives and the roughness gets a little bit more exaggerated. So it's a very random ride, I think. But yeah, it's fun. Like the first half, you actually do get some airtime. Second half, it becomes a little bit more random. So yeah, it's a very strange coaster, but I do like it for what it is.
Bro, that thing was so jank. It jack-haired me so much, like low-key almost.
I don't think it's that rough, but they apparently did.
Yeah, no, it was
and
a
it
bit
also
rough.
stank like
I was more focused on the fact that the whole, like all throughout the layout, just reeked of za.
And it doesn't smell like that anywhere else. Like,
literally,
I think someone was
blazing it up on Thunder Run. What the hell?
That was your take. That's your review of the ride itself.
That was literally the only thing I could focus on. Because what? Like how? What happened there? I have not smelled it anywhere else. But all over the layout.
Back on topic, my brother also did think that this was really rough, and I was in the minority. I don't think it's that bad.
I thought it was very rough and jank, and
I would not ride again.
Keep in mind, we were towards the back, so that could have been a factor. In the front, which we'll do later, it shouldn't be bad.
Okay.
Though if you just watch the POV, we did do it in the front, so. Up next, we are heading to Kentucky Flyer, which I'm so excited for. I love these little Gravity Group family wooden roller coasters. These are great rides for their size. I'll talk a little bit more as we get to the ride, but just real quick, wanted to show you how strange the park layout is. We already crossed the road, and now we're walking through a water park to get to one of their coasters.
I was like, this is the right way? Like, no way.
Yep, very weird.
For the comfort of all of our guests.
It has been a walk to get back here, but Kentucky Flyer, we finally made it, and this was closed last I came, so I can't wait to do it. It opened in 2019, and as you can see, it's so little. It's only 47 feet tall, it has a drop of 44 feet, and it is definitely a tiny little ride, but if you've been on one of these Gravity Group family coasters, then you know size does not matter at all. These pack in so much airtime. Are you ready to ride basically Wooden Warrior in Kentucky?
Yes, I love a Wooden Warrior.
I miss Wooden Warrior, bro.
And of course, this has no line because it's so tucked away. I can't believe the placement of this, honestly. I think they got to add a couple more rides back here to make it worth your while. It's so crazy to me that this is back here. Like, you have to walk through the entire water park just to get to this ride. Kentucky Flyer! This was a new coaster for me today. Oh, it's such a good ride. It really is excellent. Like, perfect for this park. Oh, and we got a plane! Here we go.
So good.
So good. Oh, that one too. Oh, that one three. Whoa. Woo. Oh my gosh. Dude, whoa. What a family coaster. Big thumbs up from me for Kentucky Flyer. That was absolutely excellent. One of the best family coasters in the world, but I think all of these Gravity Groups are some of the best family coasters in the world. That is absolutely a ton of fun. The amount of airtime on that, like, it's not too powerful to where it's gonna scare off a lot of young kids, but it's also not too tame to where us enthusiasts aren't gonna get a kick out of it. Like, that's so much fun. And I also have to add, it's extremely smooth. Like, definitely one of the smoothest wooden coasters in the world. I don't know if that has to do with the maintenance on behalf of Kentucky Kingdom or just the Gravity Group doing the track work, but that was just so much fun. I loved it so much.
That was a lot of fun. I think I may prefer the front, but it was like really smooth, great airtime, fun little layout. I love those rides.
As Wooden Warrior girl, you know I love these rides. So that was really good. That was really good. There's nothing bad to say about it. Great fit at this park.
A little short, I would say.
Little short.
That's the one bad thing I would say about
But
Yeah.
that's like all of them are.
it. It is a minor nitpick because
Like,
all of them are, exactly.
So I don't care. It's good. It's
How
good.
does that compare to Wooden Warrior?
I think I like Wooden Warrior better just because I'm Wooden Warrior girl. It has a special place
Bro,
in my heart.
also like the flags and the tunnel. It's
Yeah,
just,
Wooden Warrior has better
Very
vibes.
good point. Actually,
Very
really
good, vibes.
good point.
It's kind of in a weird location. It's like in the back of the water park. It's so weird. But the ride op had great vibes.
Oh, really
ride,
good.
Oh, yeah,
the ride
really
op.
good.
so sweet.
She was like playing games with everyone on the loudspeaker. It was so fun. She made it such a good experience.
Yeah, that's definitely an amazing supporting coaster to have at this park. Like big ups to Kentucky Kingdom for adding that. That's an incredible fit here. All right, we're gonna head into the Ferris wheel now, do something a little different because this is like one of the largest Ferris wheels I've seen at any amusement park. I believe the Ferris wheel has been here since the abandoned days. You asked me that question earlier. What rides have been here from all that time?
Yeah.
All right, let's get a ride. Look at these views of Lightning Run. That is cool. This is really cool. I love this Ferris wheel. Some nice elevations around the park. We got the city skyline for Louisville out there. Wow, this is beautiful. Well, guess we're reviewing Ferris wheels now. That was pretty great. That was definitely one of my favorite Ferris wheels in a theme park. The cycle time was not the longest, but the views were so awesome.
It's so big, and I love the colors. Colors are underrated. I just really like a Ferris wheel, especially one that's really tall and has a really good view. So that checked my boxes.
Yeah, it's been a while since I've been on a Ferris wheel. They're lots of fun. It's fun to look around. There's really cool views.
I think more parks could really use a large-scale Ferris wheel like that. Like, I go to a place like Hershey Park and I'm wondering, why is the Ferris wheel
they
so
have the
small?
lamest Ferris wheel ever. They deserve so much better. A Ferris wheel is such a good icon for a theme park. Like, more parks need to be adding Ferris wheels. When's the last time a park added a Ferris wheel?
Like, it's the first thing you see when you're driving towards Kentucky Kingdom, and it really, you know, kind of makes
it's
an
so
impact on your
iconic.
eye.
I'll even add sky rides. More parks need to invest in sky rides.
When was the last time a sky ride was added? They just keep going away, and they're so cool. Like, I
Everyone
love
loves them. There's always such a long line for the one at Great Adventure.
Observation towers too. Never open. Like, what's like all these like rides for views are so cool. Why don't parks build them?
Yeah, I've been noticing a lot more parks are getting rid of them the past couple years and adding them, which is really disappointing in my opinion. But yeah, I think as long as Kentucky Kingdom's Ferris wheel is here, it's a great fit in this park's lineup. It's a really a lot of fun. Here it is, roller skater. It actually looks like a pretty solid little coaster, to be honest. There it goes. Very nice. My 799th credit. After this, my 800th coaster should be good gravy at Holiday World, which is so ridiculous. It's kind of cute. It's not bad. That was a cute, solid little kiddie coaster. If not that, a family coaster. It's actually like kind of sizable for what it is. And with that, we can confirm that this park does not have a bad roller coaster. They may only have 5, but it's a really nice lineup. Wow, take a look at this. The American Coaster Enthusiasts put up this really cool display of notable moments throughout roller coaster history, and it has a lot of really important coasters. This is super neat. A lot of very unique things. And then, yeah, like you have some history in Kentucky Kingdom too. This is very interesting. I've actually been on like most of these coasters too. Woo! Storm Chaser, baby, let's go! I love the coaster sounds, especially RMC sounds.
Literally.
It's so random, but I love it. Oh, look at this lighting. At the end though with like 3 people on the train, but the rest of the layout was so good.
Gonna make it.
Yeah, like me too, but the rest of the layout was so good.
Yeah.
So we just did Storm Chaser another 2 times. One of those rides was in the front for the first time today, and I have to say that was definitely more impressive than the back. I mean, by no means am I completely flip-flopping my opinion on that ride. I still do think it's quite overrated, but the front is so much better. The airtime is much more powerful being pushed over the hills, and I think you guys all agree with me.
Yeah, definitely. Like, it wasn't like amazingly better, like totally changing my perspective better, but yeah, the airtime was definitely a lot more forceful, and the ride was just overall a lot more enjoyable in the front.
Yeah, I agree. It also kind of picked up a little bit of speed. It's still not as fast as I would expect. It still does feel a little slow, but it's definitely an improvement. It's definitely better.
All right, we just met up with James. How about you tell us a little bit about your position at the park?
Hey, so I operated Storm Chaser last year, and this year I'm a marketing intern. Hoping to keep doing this in the future. But yeah, man, I love coasters, and I'm glad I get to meet one of the pages that I've been following for a couple years, Coaster Dash, today. And yeah, want to ride some coasters.
Hell yeah, man. And it's awesome. He said he's been following me for a couple years, so
yeah,
it's really cool that this all panned out.
Yeah, it's kind of, I saw your name on the list of upcoming influencers, and I was just like, that's Coaster Dash, and then other coaster YouTubers and Instagrammers, but yeah, it's really fun, and I just love this position. It's it's really cool to see stuff like this.
Yeah, we always love having enthusiasts at your position. Like, it's so awesome.
Oh yeah, 100%.
You're passionate about it.
100%.
All right, we're just now wrapping up a day at Kentucky Kingdom, and I have to say, what an experience getting to go behind the scenes with James, and shout out to Logan for setting it all up too. The PR team here is fantastic, and all the ride operators were so cool about everything, and it was just really cool because he's an enthusiast, right? So he knows all the ins and outs of what goes on behind the scenes. He's able to tell us all that, and you really appreciate it, you know, what goes on, and all of the little cosmetic changes that have gone down since Hershen took over. Like, it really has been in the right direction for sure. I can't wait to see what happens with this park in the future. He makes it sound like there's going to be some really awesome stuff coming soon, and he even said that the park was at like its peak that it's ever been right now, which is absolutely incredible to hear, because I think this park has always had so much potential. It can get so much better better than it even is right now, which is already great. Yeah, I love this park. Like after that experience, that was absolutely fantastic, and they've really done a good job landscaping everything. One area I still would say this park could use some improvement in is operations. They were only running one train on all their coasters, and I even think that that's okay, just to speed it up, get some of those people hustling around the station. That would have been really cool.
And like the continuity of theming, sort of, and like what's being cleaned up and taken away.
On the up. Like this park is so on the up. I'd love to come back here in a couple years. I feel like it'll be completely different. So many good changes are happening. It was so cool to hear about all of it.
Yeah, my perspective definitely changed on the park like after the tour, because I was kind of thinking, oh, this is, you know, some things are a little all over the place, but like
it's on the up.
They're really working to make sure that this park gets the TLC that it needs, and honestly, I'm really excited to see what it's going to be in the future, because I think it's going to be
in a couple years.
I really think it's going to be like a really great park in
so
the coming
much
future.
Potential here. So much.
But already, like, they only have 5 roller coasters, but I would say that the quality is so much superior than the quantity here. Like, it's absolutely incredible. Lightning Run is an amazing ride. Absolutely adore that coaster for how short and small it is. It's just so incredible. Storm Chaser also grew on us throughout the day. I still wouldn't say it's one of the best RMCs, but man, is it a fun ride. And Kentucky Flyer, wow, like for a family coaster, that thing is nuts. And I even appreciated Thunder Run more by the end of the day when that started to warm up and we got some front row rides. That was excellent. And even the kiddie coaster is like solid. Like everything here is really good.
It's great here. I love it. I'd love to come back soon. I had a really good time.
Dude, honestly, Kentucky Kingdom, thank you so much. I really hope you enjoyed watching this video, all my viewers out there. Stay tuned, because next up is Holiday World for the Coaster Enthusiast events, Hollywood Nights, which is, last year, I think that was like the 2 best days of my entire life. I genuinely cannot believe that it's happening again. I'm not ready, dude. I'm already losing my voice a little bit, and I just know it's going to be destroyed. But I'm unbelievably stoked.
It's our first time. Stay tuned.
All right, guys, take care. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you very soon.
Bye-bye.